Tyre direction, does it really make any difference on a road bike? To find out, I've been riding these tyres the wrong way around on my road bike for the last few weeks to see if tyre direction really is that important. And what is definitely guaranteed is a ton of comments from all you guys telling me my tyres are the wrong way around. So most slick road tyres have no direction arrows to speak of at all. But when you have a tyre like this, a Continental GP 5000 with a tread pattern, you often find a direction or rotation arrow somewhere on the sidewall, just about there. So should you mount the tyres as directed by the tyre manufacturer? Well, based on my experience of riding both these tyres the wrong way around for the last few weeks, it made absolutely no difference at all. The speed, rolling resistance, cornering grip, all the same as the tyres the correct way around. So why on earth does it trigger some people so much when the tyres are the wrong way around? And why on earth do tyre manufacturers put directional arrows on road tyres like these? Well, it's purely down to appearance. Tyres with a shaped tread pattern like this look fast and dynamic. So it's purely marketing and nothing more than that. But I also think it's because lots of people think a tread pattern like this indicates better performance from a tyre and allows them to trust the tyre as well. I've had many conversations over the years with people that just can't get their head around how a slick road tyre with no tread can grip at all, especially in the wet. They think the tyres must be slippery and dangerous. This, I reckon, comes from experience with car tyres, which of course have a tread pattern. Motor vehicles have tread patterns on their tyres to deal with aquaplaning, but bicycles, as we know, don't go fast enough for this ever to be an issue. The contact patch is really small, so the tread pattern serves no purpose, and that's riding in the dry and the wet. And this is a quote directly from German tyre manufacturer Schwalbe themselves on how a tread pattern is purely there for appearance and serves no functional benefit at all. So I reckon some people just won't buy a totally slick road tyre, so manufacturers add a tread pattern like this to give that reassurance and that dynamic look, and then the rotation arrow is there to assure a tyre to look right on the bike. And that is why we have direction rotation arrows on slick road tyres like this when the tread pattern makes no difference at all. But rest assured, I will swap the tyres around so they are correct, and you can stop, let me know my tyres are the wrong way around. But I thought it's an interesting experiment to see what difference the rotation of the tyres on a road bike actually makes. None, as it turns out. And what about gravel tyres? Surely it makes more difference when you're riding off-road in dirt, mud and gravel. Well, this is a good example of a tyre with a directional tread pattern with a very distinctive arrow chevron on the top there. And we have rotation arrows that have it pointing forward. So does it make any difference when riding off-road? Well, I've also been riding tyres the wrong way around for the last few weeks. See whether this makes a bigger difference than a road bike tyre. Well, I have to be honest and admit that the difference is so marginal, it is almost impossible to tell whether the direction of a tyre makes any difference when you are riding through the gloop. You could argue that the chevrons do clear mud better if they are facing the right direction, but in the riding I've been doing, trying to spot the difference is so tough that I don't think it's going to make a big difference if your tyres are fitted the wrong way on a gravel bike. It's a very shallow tread pattern as it is, so mud clearing is going to be marginal at best on a tyre like this. But we can safely say it looks better when the tyre is pointing the right direction because the arrows all point forward, and that is of course faster and worth at least 50 watts of performance. Now when it comes to mountain bike tyres, here is a bigger argument for following the rotation arrows on a tyre. On mountain bikes, the front tyre is designed to help you steer better with an arrow-shaped tread pattern, while the rear tyre is designed for traction, both accelerating and braking with a very different tread pattern to the front. So with mountain bike tyres, you definitely want to make sure the front and rear aren't mixed up and you are following the direction arrows for those tyres. But there are many mountain bike tyres that also have very little indication of being front or rear biased or having a favoured direction when they're fitted to a wheel. So I think the main takeaway is the direction of the tyres makes arguably no difference, and I wouldn't worry about it too much other than how it looks on your bike. But what's clear from my experiment is it's probably worth following the manufacturer's recommended directional fitting for the tyres if it's to avoid all the comments you get from people on social media and your friends that your tyres are the wrong way around on your bike. Anyway, more myth busting coming up on the channel. Let me know what myth in cycling you want me to dive into in a future episode. And if you want to see a review of the Conti GP 5000 tyres, then watch this video up here. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel by hitting the button right here. But that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again very soon.